Welcome to our channel, Mr. Facts, where we explore the most intriguing and fascinating stories from history in top 10s. Today we're diving into the world of real-life criminals who have become heroes in the eyes of the public. These individuals may have committed crimes, but their actions and contributions to society have earned them a place in history as true legends. From political activists who stood up against oppressive regimes, to Robin Hood-like figures who stole from the rich to give to the poor, to revolutionary leaders who fought for change and equality, these individuals have made a lasting impact on the world. We will take a closer look at their stories, the crimes they committed, and the reasons why they are considered heroes. So sit back, relax, and get ready to be amazed and inspired by the incredible true stories of 10 real-life criminals who turned out to be heroes. Number 10. Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela, the former president of South Africa, was considered a terrorist by the South African government for his role in the anti-apartheid movement. He was arrested in 1962 and charged with sabotage and treason. He was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison, where he spent 27 years. While in prison, Mandela became a symbol of the anti-apartheid movement and an international icon for human rights. Upon his release in 1990, he worked tirelessly to bring about racial reconciliation and equality in South Africa, leading to the end of the apartheid regime. He served as the president of South Africa from 1994 to 1999 and was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993 for his efforts to bring about a peaceful end to the apartheid era. Number 9. Malcolm X. Malcolm X, a civil rights leader, was a former member of the Nation of Islam, a group that advocated for black separatism. He spent time in prison for his involvement in criminal activities and for inciting riots. While in prison, he became deeply involved in the study of the Nation of Islam's teachings, and upon his release, he became a strong spokesman for the movement. However, he later renounced his violence and worked towards racial reconciliation and human rights. He was assassinated in 1965, but his legacy lives on as a hero for the black community and a symbol of resistance and self-empowerment. Number 8. Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow. Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow, known as Bonnie and Clyde, were notorious criminals during the Great Depression, known for their strings of robberies and murders. They were active across several states in the US and were considered public enemies by the FBI. However, they were also seen as Robin Hood-like figures who stole from wealthy banks and distributed the money to the poor. They have been romanticized in popular culture, with movies and songs depicting them as anti-heroes who stood up against the injustice of the time. Number 7. Che Guevara. Che Guevara, a physician and revolutionary leader who fought alongside Fidel Castro to overthrow the Cuban government. He played a key role in the revolution and served as a top government official after the revolution. He is viewed as a hero by some for his efforts to bring about social and economic change in Latin America, particularly in terms of healthcare and education. He also advocated for the rights of the poor and working class and is considered a symbol of rebellion and resistance. Number 6. George Jackson. George Jackson was a political activist and a member of the Black Panther Party. He was arrested and sentenced to life in prison for a crime he did not commit. While in prison, he became an influential author and intellectual, writing about the racism and oppression in the American prison system. He was killed in 1971 by what many believe to be a setup by the prison officials. He's considered a martyr and a hero for the African American community, and for his writings which expose the injustices of the American prison system. Number 5. Angela Davis. Angela Davis is a political activist, feminist, and scholar who has been a vocal critic of the prison industrial complex and advocated for the rights of marginalized communities. She was once on the FBI's most wanted list for her alleged involvement in a courtroom shooting, but was later acquitted of all charges. She's considered a hero for her tireless activism and contribution to the civil rights movement, feminism, and prison reform. Number 4. Pussy Riot. Pussy Riot is a feminist punk rock group from Russia, known for their politically charged performances. In 2012, members of the group were arrested and imprisoned for their protest against the Russian President Vladimir Putin. They were convicted of hooliganism and spent several months in prison. They are considered heroes by many for their brave and bold activism, Despite facing repression from the government, they have become symbols of freedom of expression and resistance against authoritarian regimes. Number 3. The Anonymous Collective. The Anonymous Collective is a loosely organized international group of hackers who are known for their high-profile cyber attacks against governments, corporations, and other institutions. While their methods and actions may be considered illegal, they are considered heroes by some for their efforts to expose corruption and fight for freedom of information. They have played a crucial role in exposing corruption and human rights violations in countries like Egypt, Tunisia, and Syria. Number 2. Julian Assange. Julian Assange is the founder of WikiLeaks, a website that publishes classified and confidential information from anonymous sources. He's considered a hero by some for his efforts to promote transparency and hold powerful institutions accountable. However, he also faces legal charges for his actions and is considered a criminal by some. He has been living in asylum in the Ecuadorian embassy in London since 2012. Number 1. Leonard Peltier. Leonard Peltier is a Native American activist who was convicted of the murder of 2 FBI agents in 1975. He has maintained his innocence, and many believe that he was framed by the FBI. He has become a symbol for the struggle of Native American rights and is considered a hero by many for his activism and his fight for justice. He has been in prison for over 4 decades, and his case has been taken up by the Amnesty International and many human rights organizations who consider him a political prisoner. The stories of these 10 real-life criminals who turned out to be heroes serve as a powerful reminder of the complexity of the human experience. These individuals, while committing crimes, also made significant positive impacts on society and left a lasting legacy that continues to inspire and inform us today. Their contributions to the fight against oppression, injustice, and inequality have earned them a place in history as true legends. From Nelson Mandela's fight against apartheid in South Africa, to Bonnie and Clyde's Robin Hood-like actions during the Great Depression, to Pussy Riot's bold activism against authoritarian regimes, these individuals have shown us the power of one person to make a difference in the world. We hope that you've enjoyed this exploration of these intriguing stories and that it has inspired you to learn more about these individuals and their contributions to history. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you want to stay up to date with the more fascinating stories from history, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We have many more interesting and entertaining videos along the way, so make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any one of them. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.